1 second. Let me go into stand-in mode.
You doing a JoJo?
Dun, dun. Tra-da-dun, dun, 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 dun. And a good evening. Welcome to the Atarangi. Today we're talking about your name. And we picked to pick the game we chose Mini Metro, and we're in Osaka, Japan, because that's the closest we could get to Tokyo.
I mean, it fits. You know.
Mm-hmm. By the way, for future reference, let us know some other games to play on the more like serious movies, because it feels wrong to do like Monster Hunter or Deep Rock on these.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to be like more sit back, relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get going with the spoiler-free section. I think we have a lot to say on the spoiler-free section for this one, because I think there's a lot you can say without spoiling stuff.
Is there?
Yeah, let's start off. First of all, visuals.
Well,
The visuals look very close to reality,
yes.
but they're stylized, of course.
Yeah, but like
it's-
still, like
it's-
if you compare the scene that they drew to the to like standing in the exact spot in real life, like there is literally barely any differences.
The
Like,
places in Tokyo are real locations.
yeah, it's crazy, and they look so good as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure the town is a real location. Kowalski, is the town a real location?
It's actually a good question.
That's what I'm here for.
Indeed.
The animation quality is standard. It's not outstanding, but it's high quality modern anime movie. This didn't come out that long ago.
2017 actually.
Yeah, that's not that long ago.
Well, 2016, 2017, depending on where you live.
Yeah. Like in terms of animated movies, that's not that long ago.
No, and
Like an animated movie takes that long to make.
yeah. Yeah, I assume it takes like, I assume it takes a few months at least. Like a good most of the year,
Yeah.
I would say.
Right, we can talk about sound design in the spoiler-free section.
Sound
I
design
would say nothing outstanding about the sound design.
yeah,
I can't say I noticed the sound design.
it's pretty blended in.
Yeah. Same with the
Though-
music. Like, the music fits and it's good, but I wouldn't say it's, like, outstanding.
Though I do have to admit, some of it is really good. I mean, that thunderstorm did get you.
The thunderstorm got me, but it's not... Like, thunder is pretty easy to do.
I love how you got trolled by a movie.
It was panned to the side where my window was. That's not fair.
Unfair advantage.
Now, I would say both sound design and music are good.
Yeah,
But, like...
they're good. Could be a lot cooler. No, they could be better, but
I feel like this movie in general, like, it's a very good movie, but they're, like, not excellent at anything. They're just very good at pretty much everything.
yeah.
They don't have, like, that one outstanding thing.
No, but they've got a pretty good, like, overall.
Oh, yeah, we surely recommend this movie. It's great.
Yeah. Even though it starts off quite hazy. Like, it's a bit confusing if you have no background knowledge on it.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of the point.
But, yeah, one, I think that's kind of the point, and two, you get into it the further you get along.
Yeah, I think the point is at the start the characters are also confused, so you're supposed to be confused alongside them.
Yeah, and it gives the film a great feeling.
A what kind of feeling?
A great feeling, you know.
I think you pronounced that weird. Kowalski, did he pronounce that weird?
It gives the film a great feeling. I might have.
Alright. So the setting is a town in Tokyo
Yes.
for our two main characters. And the time span is... Well, the movie takes place over multiple years.
Yes.
So we do get to see some different times, and it has some nice visuals, like a comet in the sky and stuff like that. That's a unique, fun visual. Looks great in the sky.
Yeah. They did do that really well.
Yeah. It's not a fully realistic movie. There's some magic happening, in case you don't like that, or in case you do like that.
Yeah, but I think it adds to the story.
Obviously.
And they do it pretty well.
All of the characters are good as well. Like, the supporting cast is great as well. They're all very believable, like, as people.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. Like, they're meant to feel kind of real, kind of relatable.
Yeah.
But
Alright, I'm thinking that's about time to get into spoilers then. So here's the scoring sheet in case you want to see that and not see the spoilers. And let's move on. You go ahead and start, Barry.
I mean, should we start where the movie starts, or should we just go randomly in order?
Whatever you want, my dude.
Let's work our way back from the end. No.
Let's start by saying this movie has an intro song like 7 times.
Yeah. It's like, okay, like, it's like, I think it's like 5 minutes in movie. Like, 5 minutes into the movie, there's an intro song. 25 minutes into the movie, there's another intro song, which is like, the 5 minutes into the movie is like the standard intro song. The 25 minutes into the movie is like, okay, this is where stuff actually starts to like make sense.
And then it happens like
happen.
twice more.
And then it happens 2 or 3 times more, like 45 minutes before the ending of the movie and stuff like that. Like, what the hell?
So in case you don't know the basic premise of the movie, we've got a boy and a girl that swap places randomly on some days. Like, they swap bodies, and later on we also find out that they swap
their
time
minds,
periods.
basically their minds swap bodies, and that's very confusing for them, but with technology they kind of figure it out.
Yeah, and a bit later we also find out that they swap time periods, because they're not actually in the same time, they're 3 years apart.
I mean, technically she is dead.
Yeah, she's dead in current daytime. But she's not dead in current daytime when we're in her perspective.
No, but then at the end of the movie, she is no longer dead in current daytime from his perspective as well. So
because they work together.
The line gets kind of blurry.
Yeah, so they end up working together to a part of the comet that's in the sky breaks off and destroys the girl's village. The guy ends up finding that out because he goes to find her. And finds that her town is destroyed. And so they work together to stop this from happening. The problem is, every time they swap back to their own body, they like fairly quickly forget everything about the other person.
Yeah. Which is low-key kind of annoying, and I love how much of an ass the main boy is. At the end of the movie.
They both are.
Because, no, but like, I love how it's like, yeah, let's write each other's names on the hand, and then like, she doesn't get time to finish writing the name, and he just writes, I love you. It's like, come on, dude.
You ass.
Could you be more of a troll if you tried? It's hilarious, though.
And supporting cast is great. He kinda like loses his mind trying to find her for a bit.
Yes.
And then there's some magic timey-wimey stuff happening where they hear each other but can't see each other.
Yes.
And then they end up actually being able to see each other at dusk when spirit realms like are open or something like that.
Yeah, it's basically like it's basically when it's neither day nor night. Time this, time this wonky stuff.
Standard Shinto stuff. So, the trains are going pretty well as well.
Yes.
Speaking of trains, there's a lot of trains in this movie. We're on the train several times. So we end up finding out that the girl actually went and saw him 3 years before, from his perspective, all of this started happening. But obviously he didn't recognize her at that time.
No, because, I mean, Would you recognize a total stranger walking up to you and going, "Hey"?
Well, I would, but like my time flows in weird directions, so like if it hadn't happened yet, it would have happened for me. But normally you wouldn't, no.
Good. Also,
It's a bit like that time on the train, where you and I were. Oh wait, that hasn't happened yet. Don't worry about it.
Now you've genuinely
Also
confused
that one
me because it could actually happen.
Also that one guy. Yeah. Also that one guy never got his bike back.
Yeah, rip bike. But I guess his bike got nuked by the comet, so you know. Actually.
No, it didn't.
No,
It's on the mountain.
Yeah, it's on the good mountain. I do love how he was like, "Yo, let me just ruin my life for you.
Yeah.
I'll just take your word for this shit."
All of the friends in this movie are like excellent friends. Barry thought the movie was quite emotional. There is some strong parts to it. It's not a sad movie though.
No, it's not like Koyo no Katachi.
Yeah, it's not a silent voice.
Also, Japanese name for this movie, Kimi no Nawa.
I'm sure Kowalski has already said that.
Yeah.
As well as which studio and director has made this.
Yep, probably. He's fast. Mm-hmm. He's good. He's a fast boy.
He's a fat boy.
He's fat.
He's huge, he's fat.
Yeah.
The magic is kind of weird though in this movie. Like it starts deleting like texts and stuff.
Yeah, that part was kind of confusing, but I guess that's because of the time traveling thing.
Yeah, I think it's because
it's weird that it only happens after he figures out that it's a time traveling thing that's going on, which is kind of strange.
I think story-wise, because she dies at that time. That's the point where she dies from her perspective.
Yeah, and I think that's why the texts get deleted. I also love how they both try calling each other, but can't because one. Actually, why shouldn't she be able to call him?
The number doesn't exist yet.
Right, the number doesn't exist yet, and from his perspective, well, she's dead, so the number doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if a part of a comet actually fell on Japan in that year.
No.
Did it, Kowalski?
No. 2013?
Did people die?
No.
I feel like I would know that.
Yeah, I feel like we would know that something happened to Japan in 2013.
Kowalski, do we know that?
Did we mess up? I don't know.
I think we've said...
Like, I know a meteorite fell in some part of Russia.
A bit ago, yeah.
A bit ago, but I don't think I'm pretty sure we would have heard something from Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually,
if you've seen the movie, let us know your thoughts in the description below.
Question: when was Fukushima? Because it might be, like an subvert for that, like...
Nah, surely if you would write a sad movie about Fukushima, you would use the ghosts of Fukushima in that.
Yeah, true.
There's a whole lore thing with watery ghosts in that part of Japan now.
I guess that's true.
Sure you would be using that. Because actual people from the towns that got destroyed, is that Fukushima? It is, right? Kowalski, is that Fukushima I'm thinking about with the water ghosts?
I don't know exactly. I know that there's shadows on the ground in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That's from the bombs.
But that's from the bombs.
Yeah, Fukushima got hit by the tsunami. I think that's the water ghost.
Yeah, I think so.
This Kyle Hill video is about it.
Japan has some interesting history.
This Kyle Hill video is about the water ghosts, if you're interested.
Are we going to lose this because of one station?
No, we're not. We're moving on to the scoring sheet, because I think we're done saying things.
Are we?
Are we? Do you have anything left?
I love how they don't recognize each other at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
but they do. It's like they see each other on the train and they're like,
They see each other like multiple times.
I think I know this person, and then they like finally meet up. They walk past each other, and then they just turn around and go like, "Do I know you?" I love that.
Yeah. I feel like the movie could have used one more round of editing and could have lost like about 5 to 10 more minutes of movie. I feel like it drags on like just a tiny bit too long.
Well, I mean, it did give them time to add another intro also.
Yeah, that's just a minor complaint though. Alright. Scoring sheet time.
Yes. So, this movie got an overall average score, I would say. Nothing is really sticking out because nothing really sticks out to us.
It's an overall very good movie. High scores all around, nothing too low. So let's have a closer look at all of this then. Let's start with the highest score, which looks to be visuals.
Yes. And the visuals is definitely a strong suit. I mean, they're very consistent, especially when compared to real life.
Mm-hmm. They're very high quality as well.
Yeah, and
on the style department, it's a fairly standard anime style at this point. They're not really doing something unique there.
No, but it does help with this movie, so yeah, it's still an average.
Then we roll on to the world building. So
the world
building. World building. It's the real world plus some magic. They talk about the magic a bit of how it works, and they build on it, but not too much.
Yeah, they basically use it as a baseline for the story, which is executed really well, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the main point of the story is, of course, the plot, what's happening and stuff like that. That's the focus of the movie. The tone is very good as well. It's, in general, a very consistent tone. We're not going from extremely happy to extremely sad. We're somewhere in the middle for most of the movie.
Yep.
The themes are fairly ambiguous. I feel like they wrote it in a way that you kinda can ascribe whatever themes you want.
Yeah, it's pretty open. It's definitely pretty open.
Which brings us to the acting.
The acting, which is just...
We didn't notice the acting.
Nothing stands out, it's just acting, so...
We literally did not notice the acting. We had nothing to say about it. Which means it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
Going to the characters. I think all of them are written very well.
Yeah,
they feel like actual people.
Yeah, the personalities are great. They feel like actual people. They're all likable people as well.
Yeah, and even the background people. Yeah, you know, like even the dad who doesn't want to evacuate the city. Like it makes sense. He wants to be re-elected. You know, everything's understandable. So like. Everything has a reason, everything falls in place. Characters are well done.
Design and role, as you can see, both got about half in score. Design is because it's Japan. Like, there's not much design happening here. And in the role department, we feel some of the characters could have had maybe a bit more of a role in the movie.
Yes.
Which brings us onto regular design of the world. So previously it was characters, which is just Japanese fashion, and now we are in the design, which is just Japan, the country.
Yeah.
I guess the comet was very well designed.
Yeah, and you know, everything else looks on par with what you would expect it to look.
The visuals with the string are fun.
Yeah.
I guess that's in visuals though.
Yeah. They did a pretty good job. It's a pretty standard score for this movie.
We hope you liked this. Let us know what kind of movie you would like to see next, and we'll see you next time.